Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Aaron Beergard Horror here, just saying what's up, and thank you for being on the MAGGOT mailing list. As usual, I'd like to give you guys one exclusive video that's just sort of like a thank you and a little mini update in case you don't want to read through the entire email. But I definitely recommend you scroll down this time because it is for this edition of the MAGGOT mail, number 5, I believe, that we are revealing the cover for Beyond Reform, which is, if you'll see, it's like a dude in the gas chamber. And this is my first collaboration effort where I reached out, kind of organically built a project with John Nathan and Jasper Bark. And at this point, I've read all the stories, the over 30 illustrations in the works for this one. And I could just tell you it's going to be something special. If you enjoyed, my short story writing style with Dark Assembly, Pizza Face, Hallucinations, Try the New Candy, I have to say I think these are two of my better, more gritty, realistic sort of stories that I've done, especially in quite some time. So I believe we're going to be releasing this mid-September is what I'm hoping for, as long as all the deadlines get met. But I don't think it should be a problem. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. Definitely going to be doing some kind of customized package. I absolutely love how the cover art came out. I worked with Anton on the cover art and asked for that color scheme specifically, with the purple and the green, but the green gas against the purple background just came out even more fucking awesome than I could have expected. So I'm super happy with it. And, probably in the next MAGGOT mail in a month or so, it'll probably be early September before the release of Beyond Reform. You guys will be the first ones to see some of those exclusive illustrations and get a sneak peek at those. So that's what we got for Beyond Reform. Son of the Slob, yep, as you notice, the Slob Sacks, I'm going to be, probably this Friday the 13th, I'm going to be reaching out to most of you who've reserved, not specifically on Friday, but it'll be over that weekend. I'm just going to start responding to people, confirming your order, just to make sure that I captured it correctly. And then if you say yes, it only takes about 1 or 2 minutes of your time. We'll check you out, and I will get those mailed out immediately. So hopefully we can get them to you, the following week at some point. Most of them should arrive. For international folks, maybe a couple more days after that, usually. But yeah, very excited about the reception of the book too. Most everybody that's read it seems to have rated it 5 stars, and it's a really dark tale, obviously, that sort of explores, what happens after the horror, right? After the horror in the horror movies or the stories. You survive the ordeal, but does it really stop? No. Trauma, and anyone who's dealt with any kind of trauma, I think, will relate to this tale in some way. And just as you try to kind of put your life back together and make what you can of it. And it's definitely a dark read, but I think it's probably one of my most well-written books. I thought it was my best book when I finished it. And so far, the reviews seem to, a lot of people are saying they like the sequel better, which is that's the only thing that I aspired to do when writing the sequel to Slob. I said, I need to make a book that is better than the original. Otherwise, I'm just not going to write it. And I truly feel that this is better than the original. Otherwise, I just would not have put it out, bottom line. But that's Son of the Slob. And if anybody hasn't reserved a Slob Sack yet and you're seeing this, or you saw the pictures online, you can always reach out to me via social media or the email, and I'll get you added to the list. I've still got a few spots left, but they are dwindling. But thanks again, everybody. And the last couple things I want to just get into is obviously the release schedule. But before that, I'm in Splatterpunk magazine, Jack Bantry's Splatterpunk magazine, with Chandler Morrison, Tom Over, and Janie Pipe, and some other great horror illustrators in this issue. So if you enjoy short stories, I've got one in there, The Hunger, that I think you guys will really enjoy. I think I'm also going to be in a couple of other collections. I'm going to be in Matt Shaw's Battered and Broken Bodies collection. That's going to probably be coming out next year, I think, or maybe late at the end of this year. So it'll depend. But yeah, as more things get announced, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And then as far as my specific release schedule goes, in October, Nightmare Nirvana, we're looking at again for release, which I'm super excited about. 65 stunning illustrations, got the Zach Dunn cover art. And it's just going to be almost like scary stories in the dark for, for adults, or as like a splatterpunk themed version with no boundaries. It's super fucking cool. Something I've been wanting to do and been working on for years. And I've invested a crazy amount of money in this project, so it's really been like more of just a passion project that I hope I can rebound the amount that I've invested into it, but if I don't, it's okay, because it's just something that I've been wanting to make for a while. So, and then lastly, All Smiles Until I Return, which I included the cover art in this email just for the new people that signed up to the list recently that may not have seen it. This one's going to be really cool. It deals, with my thoughts on the afterlife, and just one interpretation of how it could be. And it's going to be very otherworldly, but still have those same horrific elements. There's a romance involved in it, which, my romances are always pretty fucked up if you've read any of my books. But I'm super excited for that one. That one's probably going to be November or December, sort of to close out the year. But yeah, so a lot going on. And I just am in talks as of a few days ago on another project that's going to be very unique. Something that I haven't done before. With another artist potentially that reached out to me and asked to collaborate with me after reading the Slob. So kind of keeping a tight lid on it. We actually have a meeting today. But as more details become available, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. And let me do this. I don't think you guys have met my big boy yet. This is Clive Barker is his last name. He's blind. We actually adopted him. I guess he's from Texas, actually. But yeah, he's the sweetest dog. He's the most chill dog. Basically, he just kind of trots around the house and follows you around all the time because you can't see. But I think his disability is actually like a huge benefit because he's super fucking chill. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys my buddy Clive Barker because he's so sweet. He's a good boy, isn't he? Yes, he's great. But I want to thank you guys again for joining the MAGGOT mailing list, for all the support with Son of the Slob, and just the upcoming releases, the enthusiasm, the reviews that you share, the ratings. Thank you all so much. Starting to grow something special here, and who knows, in the future, maybe I can make a movie. Maybe it can branch out into different directions. Let's see how far this shit goes. There's no boundaries. There's no limits. And I thank all of you for that. And I just want to say, until next time, keep it 100% horror.